Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Tom Spark and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be checking out Guardian. This is the VPN partner to Brave browser. One reason I'm reviewing it is because it's got some attention for partnering with Brave. So is this a good VPN to use with Brave? Is this a good VPN overall? Should you use this VPN with Brave or should you use your own VPN? These are some of the questions we'll be answering in this Guardian review, so stay tuned. So guys, what about Guardian's pricing? Well, as you can see, it's very expensive. $100 a year, $10 a month, or $1 per day. You can also get like a 3-day trial, I think, and after that, it'll start billing you $10 a month. Honestly, $100 for a year is quite expensive, kind of like ExpressVPN, but things get even more silly when you consider Guardian Firewall Pro, which is like their VPN Pro model. It's not exactly sure what this gives you as of yet. It's coming soon. And I do not think you could buy it yet because it's coming soon. But the first 500 members will get access to 3-year subscription. I guess exclusive access to products not named, and new access to, I guess, beta features and maybe some guest passes for friends. $350 for 3 years sets a new standard for the most overpriced VPN ever. It's quite ridiculous. Not only that, but that's only the first 500 members. After that, it's going to be $500 for 3 years. Wow, Brave, you really picked a good one here, didn't you? Anyways, I think a more affordable VPN package is something like $5 a month with code TomSpark with TorGuard VPN, $30 a year. Stuff like WeVPN is also only $5 a month or $30 a year. AirVPN, other VPNs are also cheaper than this one. Another complaint I have with this is that you can only pay through the App Store, which means you're not going to be able to pay for this VPN anonymously. You're not going to be able to use gift cards, stuff like privacy.com, or even cryptocurrencies. You could do that with a lot of VPNs nowadays, and you can't do that with this one. So if you're looking for an anonymous payment method to purchase a VPN, you're not going to find that with Guardian, and it's very, very expensive. So honestly, not the biggest fan of this so far. Is there any refund policy? Where is the refund policy? Support. I do not see anything about refunds. So yeah, that's a little scary. Well, it's okay in terms of, its interface. It's easy to use and stuff like that. But I do think it is very limited compared to a lot of other options out there. My biggest complaint probably is that you seemingly can't really switch servers. You're kind of connected and it just kind of assigns you a good server for you to use. Maybe I was just too stupid to figure it out, but I don't think you can change servers. If anyone down in the comments down below can figure out how to change servers while using Guardian, let me know. But as now, I couldn't figure out how to change servers. To change my location, you only get to pick one location or it just auto assigns it to you, maybe just for usability and ease of use, but it does really limit what you can do with it. Take, for example, in the streaming compatibility section, I couldn't change to UK IP to test out BBC iPlayer. That's just one reason. You just want to change IPs to get access to different forms of streaming content. Changing your IPs is very useful. You don't want to be just locked to one IP. And I think that's just kind of a thing with Guardian. They give you one thing, you just connect and that's it. You can't really change it around or do anything like that, which in my opinion is very limited. Not only that, but the settings within the application are very bare bones. There's not really much customization to be had at all. Not only that, you only get the mobile client, like I said before. So as an aggregate score, I can't even give it that high of a score because it's not giving any PC options here. If it did have a PC app, I don't think it does right now. If it did in the future, I would expect it to be similarly limited, pretty simple. It is using Ike V2, I believe, which is kind of nice, but it's not using WireGuard. And to see a brand new VPN come out with an older protocol being used instead of something like WireGuard is a little bit disappointing to me. I would like to see WireGuard here perhaps with Ike V2 because we're going to see more and more apps releasing WireGuard, and this one might just not have it for a while. So that's also disappointing. When we're talking about speeds here, we get okay download rates and upload rates. However, the one thing I'm looking for is a good ping here, especially on mobile use. This is an indication of kind of a better indication of what I will look for when using and comparing mobile VPN providers is stuff like ping. When I'm testing applications and VPNs on the computer, I will look for stuff like torrent downloads and stuff like that to see what kind of download rates we can get. It's a little trickier to do that on an iPhone because that's the platform I'm reviewing this on. So stuff like ping can be a good indication of, actually what kind of effect it's having on your phone. You're not going to get the same kind of download rates on your phone and stuff like that you can on a computer because you're not using Ethernet. So on a phone, I did get a pretty high ping increase with this one, leading me to believe the speeds aren't really that great. Comparing something to like TorCard, I got around the same download and upload, which is to be expected because there's kind of like a cap on it, but my ping was much lower, leading me to believe that I got much better speeds with another VPN provider that's also subsequently much cheaper. So I can't give them very high results here for speeds. Reputation here, really the only thing that they have a claim to fame is that they're partnered with Brave. I couldn't really find anything about Guardian. There's a little bit of information about 2 people in the company on the website, but it's really hard to research this company because they have such a generic name. Looking up Guardian brings up stuff like health insurance, newspaper websites, and stuff like that. They just picked such a generic name. It also kind of makes it a little bit anonymous to find out that much about the company. Even the company itself, there's not any information on the website, just says 2020 Guardian, all rights reserved and stuff like that. So it was tricky to find information about the company here. Another big kind of component of Guardian is that they've kind of partnered with Brave. How do I feel about this partnership? Well, I don't know if I really have that much opinion on it. In a lot of ways, Brave does seem kind of desperate to make money. It was auto-completing some people's search results to go to Binance, and it was an affiliate link for them. A lot of people got upset about this. Here on the channel, I do like recommending Brave since it's a really easy way for me to make some easy affiliate money. It's recommending a decently good privacy product, and you don't have to pay, and it generates me some extra revenue on the side to keep the channel afloat. I do like that component of the business. I do think making more privacy-friendly ads and stuff like that is a good thing. But I can't necessarily say that, picking specifically Guardian is, the best thing for users' privacy. Picking a product that I think in a lot of ways is not the best VPN to pick isn't the best decision, I think, for Brave users. If you're a Brave user and you really trust Brave, for example, do I recommend just sticking with Guardian and using it because Brave likes it? Well, I definitely don't think you should do that. That's why I'm making this review specifically to help you decide if you should trust Brave in their recommendation. I don't think Brave was right in the recommendation to use Guardian. I don't think it's the best VPN service to use. And had they picked a different service that I think better, maybe it would be a different story. Reading the privacy policy is a little bit confusing. I couldn't really find exactly if they collect logs from use cases and stuff like that. It seems like they might collect some anonymous data or something like that. You could search through the privacy policy you want in more detail. It doesn't seem like they collect too much though. And in terms of the company, like I said, it's kind of hard to find too much about it. So the reputation here is kind of tricky to score. The website itself doesn't have live chat, which is definitely a bummer. So support is probably gonna be a little bit meh. Hard to grade there as well. Streaming compatibility was a little bit surprising for me. It did seem to work with the USA version of Netflix. Additionally, I did get Prime Video working with it as well, which is very nice. However, stuff like Hulu gave me a proxy error, which is kind of expected. Hulu is pretty strict. And unfortunately, I couldn't test BBC iPlayer to check if that would unblock geo restrictions with Guardian because I could not figure out how to change my server. Yikers. Anyways, guys, my final review of Guardian is going to be a 1.91 out of 5, making it a tier 4 VPN not recommended for use. Is it really surprising that Brave picked a sub-tier VPN? I don't know. I'm not really sure why they picked Guardian, and that's kind of my thoughts on it. It's not a very good product in a lot of ways. It's very expensive. The application is very simple and restrictive in how you use it. Speeds are just kind of meh. Reputation also kind of meh. Don't really know much about it. Can't really find that much about it. Can't really find anyone talking about it. Can't really find that much things it's done. In terms of support, well, it's just kind of like any other cookie cutter VPN on the App Store that doesn't have live chat or really that easily accessible support. Streaming compatibility does better than most other apps on the App Store, but it's not enough to make it recommended for actual use. If Guardian wanted to be a better product, they would release full-fledged PC components, applications you can use there. But as of right now, it's just kind of a shittier version of the mobile versions of other VPNs on the VPN tier list that are better. If you want to check out better VPNs, I would suggest checking out tier 1 VPN providers, some of the ones in tier 2 perhaps if you don't like tier 1. But those are my recommendations here on the channel. If you want to get VPNs that are faster, cheaper, have better applications, more full-fledged PC components, better streaming compatibility, better support, and more trustworthy, and I guess just more of a history of having reputation here. Anyways, guys, that's my thoughts on this one with a Brave partnership with Guardian. Not too impressive for me, but I guess you have to make your own informed opinion after watching this review. All right, guys, if you want to chat with me, come over to the Discord channel. and I'll see you again on the next video very soon.